And Sturrock is a bit further back, followed by Kidberg. Centrefield as they settle, followed by Tampico. Over on the inside, very wide on the track is Mare Dam as they go to the first turn. Teams is dropping in behind them. Mazir is second last. Exotic Palmer's got back to last. Zeb is the leader, running past the 1200 by a length and a half. Hooker now over on the inside, second, a length and a half. Scuttlebutter moving around the outside is Mare Dam, being followed closely by Sturrock. A length further back in the field, Tampico on the inside of Quick Manoeuvre, followed by Kidberg, who's racing three deep, a length and a half. Mazir. Teams were second last and last. Exotic Palm down the side. Just over 800 metres left to go, and Zeb travelling easily in the lead by a length and a half. Mare Dam over on the outside of Hooker, 2.5 lengths away of Scuttlebutt, being followed closely then by Skurrock and making ground out deeper on the track. Quick Manoeuvre, then Tampico. Wide there is Mazir, followed closely by Kidberg. Exotic Palm, and Teams has got back to last. That's the order as they race down the school side, 600 metres out, and Zeb is the leader, a length and a half. Mare Dam on the outside of Hooker, a length further back as Quick Manoeuvre making ground. Sturrock on the outside, followed by Tampico, a bit further back to Scuttlebutt, followed by Teams well back in the field, followed by Kidberg, Mazir, Exotic Palmer, but Zeb is nicely clear and going strongly round the home turn, 2.5 lengths in advance of Hooker second, half a length away Madame, who's struggling, so are the others, headed by Quick Manoeuvre, but Zeb's the one to beat at the top of the straight, 200 metres left to go. He's well clear by 3 lengths to Hooker. Quick Manoeuvre down the outside, followed by Mare Dam, and Teams running on from a long way back, but Zeb has got a shot to pieces, will lead all the way, and a very impressive victory by Zeb. Comes down to the line to score by 2 lengths. Tampio's got up for second, Tampico tight for third, either Teams the outside and Hooker in a photo, just ahead of Quick Manoeuvre, followed by Scuttlebutt, and further back Exotic Palm, then Madame, followed by Sturrock and Mazir, and last is Kidberg. It's bolted in, the favourite. Punters off to a good start in the first of the day here at Mooney.
They're off in the first, and Miss Romblon is very tardy to begin. She's a clear last to leave the gate. Light Work and Steel Springs are away quickly, and so is Walk the Walk. Pushing through into a handy spot soon after the start is Tale of Isay, followed closely by Rolling Brook and Meritas Grey in that bunch. Light Work jumped all right, is now getting back a bit, followed by Integris Delight. Tristabella midfield on settling down, back with her Fiji, followed by Dakara, and Miss Romblon is back at the tail of the field in company with Briar Beauty. Coming around the first turn, and Steel Springs the leader over Tale of Isay. Walk the Walk in the Lone Star colours can't get on the track. On the fence then is Rolling Brook in a good posse, followed by Light Work, Integris Delight, Meritas Grey midfield near the fence. 3 deep with the green cap is Fiji. Dakara between horses niggled a bit as they near the turn. A gap then to Tristabella and Briar Beauty, and Miss Romblon is last. Coming to the corner, 500 metres out. Steel Springs the leader. Rolling Brook getting to second. Walk the Walk on the outside is now under some pressure, followed closely by Tale of Isay. The grey on the fence is Meritas Grey. Light Work in the All Cerise has now popped the question. Dakara's well back and under heavy pressure, not doing enough at the moment. Steel Springs in front of Rolling Brook. His Light Work claiming them quickly. Light Work on the outside has raced to the lead. His Briar Beauty coming down the extreme outside at any old price. Light Work the leader, Briar Beauty getting out after it, but Light Work is holding Briar Beauty. It's a Warwick Farm Quinella. Light Work beat Briar Beauty. Integris Delight has come from a mile back to get third, followed by Dakara, who only plodded over the last bit, and then Walk the Walk, Steel Springs, Rolling Brook, well back Miss Romblon, Fiji.
Toff, the New Zealander last to go in, so they're set to go. In the Oakland's Hunt Steeplechase, starter says go, and they're off to a good start too. Landowner, one of the first to jump out with Dapper and Sergeant Pepper as they come to the first fence, and just in behind them is the Grey Turf Tavern going forward, An Illusion, and then came Belcapine, and deeper on the track is Newton as they go to the last of the treble down the far side, the first timer, and Newton, who's anxious for more rain, goes to the lead by a length and a half. Belcapine in third place is Sergeant Pepper, just in behind them An Illusion, a length and a half then to Ideal Future, being followed by Dapper on the inside. Further back then to Just Dynamite, Turf Tavern over on the rail is next, followed by Knocky Toff, and a bit further back then over on the outside to Zephyr Jack, being followed by Bob, who's second last, and Landowner is last of all. Over the first of the double down the back, and the leader now is Belcapine, taking over from Newton to show out by a length and a half, and one dip there. Ideal Future nearly lost his jockey, made a good recovery, that rider on Ideal Future, as they come down towards the school section of the tracker, and Belcapine is a clear leader. Belcapine by a length and a half to Newton, who's being restrained. Sergeant Pepper about to move up on his outside, a length and a half further back, An Illusion at the first of 2 fences here in this section. Dapper over on the inside, being followed by Ideal Future, a length and a half, Just Dynamite and Knocky Toff. And back in behind them, Turf Tavern, being followed by Bob, who's third last, followed by Zephyr Jack, and Landowners last, about 12 lengths off the lead. Now, Belcapine got right into that one and dipped on landing, and he's been passed here in turn by Sergeant Pepper as they come around the home turn with just over a circle to go. And Sergeant Pepper showing out by 2 lengths to Newton, a length and a half to Belcapine, 1.5 then to Dapper on the inside of An Illusion, followed by Ideal Future and Just Dynamite racing 3 off the rail. Then came Turf Tavern, followed by Knocky Toff and Bob, and Landowner moving up on the inside of Zephyr Jack. Coming down the straight here towards the judge, just over a circle to run, and the leader Sergeant Pepper about 2 lengths in advance of Turf Tavern. Half on the inside there, rather Newton a second, half a length further back than is Belcapine, and they're followed closely by Dapper, further back 3 off the rail in Illusion, and in behind him over on the rail Ideal's Future and Just Dynamite between horses. Then the grey Turf Tavern, who's over on the inside of Knocky Toff, being followed by Zephyr Jack, Landowner second last, and 3 of them ran very wide. 3 of them ran very wide. They look like running off the track. 3 of them have run off the track. Knocky Toff, Dapper and Zephyr Jack have run off the track here. As they go down to the first of the treble once again, over that one safely is Sergeant Pepper, headed again by Newton. Belcapine is in behind them, being followed by An Illusion, Just Dynamite. Landowner now starting to gain ground, and Sergeant Pepper crashed at that one, and the rider of Turf Tavern has made a remarkable recovery. He's got back in the saddle, was nearly off, but he's got back on Turf Tavern. He's lost all winning chance though, and here's a new complexion on the race. 1,000 metres left to go. Belcapine, half a length to Newton, a length and a half An Illusion, 2 lengths away Just Dynamite, followed by Landowner at the next of the double, a length and a half then to Bob, and further back Ideal Future, the second of the double. Belcapine leads over it, and the Landowner made a mess of that one, and down the side they come. 800 metres left to go. It's Belcapine by a length and a half. An Illusion coming to the picture with a good run. Newton is being very hard ridden, a long gap further back to Landowner. Just Dynamite and Bob is back behind them. Ideal Future can't go on. 2 fences left to jump in the steeplechase. An Illusion has gone up to tackle Belcapine again. Landowner jumped it wretchedly, and down to the last fence. Here's a great go with Belcapine on the inside again, being tackled by An Illusion, 5 or 6 lengths away Newton. Here's the last one. Ideal Future has dropped right out of it as they come up towards the home turn, and Belcapine won't give in. He's fighting back like a cage lion. Belcapine the leader round the turn with about 400 metres left to go. Belcapine the leader round the turn he comes. In second place An Illusion, being very hard ridden, a long gap further back as Newton, and Bob has made up considerable ground. Belcapine and the leader in the straight, and the jumping's all over. Belcapine still a length and a half. An Illusion is trying to get to him. Belcapine's hanging on. 100 metres left to go. Belcapine in front, he won't give in. Belcapine, a courageous effort. Belcapine over it by half a length. Make that a long neck to An Illusion. Bob's got up to run third. Then came Newton, followed by Landowner and Just Dynamite, Turf Tavern, and last of all Ideal Future.
Off now at Mowbray.
Dwelton missed the kick, beginning very smart Findinelli, and also Poco Catherine Little Ditty was well away to be up running third. They were being followed then by Red Feathers between them, then pushing up a Cosmic Wanderer, followed then by Mansing Dancer. They're followed then going around the outside on herself. They're followed after a gap then by El Reba, who can't go early, and back with it.
The track to make sure that he still had 4, because he's been very easy. Gates open, off they go, and the field of 6 came away in a nice even line. Enjoyment's going to lead early. Shine Over moving to second. Pete the Painter third, wants to over race. He's got the head up and the mouth open. He's keen to go faster, and then one man out, followed by Pyjamas, and Shoeshine Man, as is his custom, is immediately dropping out to last. In the run to the crossing at the mile pole, Enjoyment is pulling in front, tries to slow them up, leads by a length to Shine Over. 2 lengths away Pete the Painter with the head in the air and the mouth wide open, and he's ripping and reefing. One man out as a neck away on the fence, a length to Pyjamas, who's sound asleep, and 2 lengths away Shoeshine Man at the tail of the field. 1,400 metres out Enjoyment, about 3/4 to Shine Over, 1.5 to Pete the Painter, who's giving that rider Jason Lee a pretty torrid ride. Further back is one man out, a length and a half to Pyjamas, nice and relaxed, and Shoeshine Man last, about 8 off the lead. Enjoyment's in front as they approach the 1,000 metres mark. Now they're speeding up a little. Enjoyment by a bit more than a length to Shine Over, who's again moving closer. 3 lengths to Pete the Painter on the outside of one man out. 2 to Pyjamas and 2 to Shoeshine Man. Coming around the top turn and approaching the 800 metres mark. Enjoyment about 3/4 on Shine Over. 2.5 to 1 man out, and ahead away Pete the Painter, followed by Pyjamas, who's 5 off the lead, hasn't spent a penny yet, and 2.5 away Shoeshine Man. Past the 800 mark, Forrester's making a quick move on Pyjamas now. He whips up 3 deep around the outside of Pete the Painter and 1 man out. Enjoyment still in front, about 3/4 to Shine Over. Pyjamas is right on their wheel as they turn for home. Between runners, Pete the Painter on the fence as 1 man out, and Shoeshine Man is tracking Pyjamas as they come around the corner. The leader, Enjoyment's about 6 or 7 off the fence, straightens up clear of Shine Over. Enjoyment got away from them coming over the rise and led clearly from Shine Over. Pyjamas was flat-footed for a few strides. The inside runner with the red cap is 1 man out, but Enjoyment's the one to beat, is going strongly, 150 out from 1 man out, and Shine Over. Pyjamas found absolutely nothing. Enjoyment is holding them under hands and heels riding, and this has been a very heady ride. Enjoyment has just lasted to hold off 1 man out who made a belated lunge. Shine Over got 3rd, Pyjamas 4th, followed by Pete the Painter, and Shoeshine Man as last of the 6. Whoa, one more.
With it, stablemate Will Crow, and up there with them too was Smoke Me. Only a length off the fence. He'd run a final exhibit, but just held up momentarily as Tornero speeds around a group of them. Up there with them too there was, over on the inside, Hurricane Grey. Wildle's gone up ahead of it and wide. They were followed further back behind them on the inside by Jack's Nephilist, and Dantiar again caught wide, having no luck once again. They were followed further back in the field behind them by Chase and Ace, shifting back now. Observant it's inside, and a length and a half to often on the outside of Jetski at the 800 on the side, and Tornero carved around the field and cleared out. Led by 3 to Tin Cup, 3rd Smoke Me, and 4th the inside Will Crow, followed by Final Exhibit. Then a length and a half Wildle, and then came Dantiara still wide. 4 deep now as Jacks goes up between horses, Hurricane Grey the inside, and further back behind them Observant Nephilist. They were followed further back Chase and Ace, and further back then to Jetski, and another length and a half off, and homeward bound Tornero's only a length in front now. Final Exhibit on the outside has gone up quickly. There too Smoke Me, and over on the outside late on the scene is Wildle, but Final Exhibit got into overdrive at the 200 and put a gap of 2 lengths on them. The interest, I think, is going to be in the minors as they go to the 100. This is all over, and the good thing of the day is going to make mincemeat of these. Final Exhibit goes home, another Rory's Jester, by about 3 or 4 lengths. Second placing Will Crow, 3rd was Tornero, 4th often from the rear ran on nicely. Then Smoke Me, Wildle didn't finish it off. Dantiar out wide, Jacks followed then by, over on the inside was Tin Cup, further back to Nephilist, Jacks there with Observant, and further back Chase and Ace, Jetski, and Hurricane Grey was last.
No, revealed, not quite said. The only one out. Now revealed goes in. A race for the 3-year-old fillies. And they look ready. Stand by for a start. Line good. Ready. Away they go. Missing the start a couple of lengths, Wishing Star. Isco a bit slow to get going to the inside, but now gathering speed quickly to go up and tackle. Follow Goal for the leader. And Safari Sunset was out quickly just in behind them, being followed by Spring Bluff, who's over on the inside of Revealed. A bit further back is Watercolour. 2 lengths away, Casual Liaison over on the inside of China Magic. A length and a half to Belladie Ferreira. Then Tully Dora in behind them, and further back is Whoopie Ride, who's second last, and Wishing Star is last of all. A keen tussle for the lead down the side. Isco leading a half length. Safari Sunset 2 lengths further back in 3rd place. Then is Follow Gold. A length and a half on the rail, Spring Bluff. A length further back, Revealed. Followed next by Watercolour, Casual Liaison, and further away came China Magic. A long gap then to Whoopie Ride. Well back is Belladie Ferreira. Tully Dora is second last, and Wishing Star last of all. Near the turn, Isco about to be tackled by Safari Sunset. They've got away by 3 lengths to Follow Gold. Then Spring Bluff at the head of the others, and well back Revealed as they're making the tome. Isco is the leader. Isco by nearly a length now in advance of Safari Sunset is under some pressure and pulled to the outside. Follow Gold. Isco made the turn well. Still over a length and a half. Safari Sunset, and Follow Gold is storming down the outside. Follow Gold is coming after Isco in the final stages. Isco just in front. Follow Gold's got it though. Going home the better. Follow Gold's got up to score by a half length in the line to Isco. 4 lengths away, 3rd Safari Sunset, followed by Spring Bluff. Then further back Revealed, followed by Casual Liaison. In behind them China Magic, followed by Whoopie Ride, Watercolour. Next Belladie Ferreira, followed by Tully Dora, and last Wishing Star.
Geiger, he won the first race on light work. All set. Grey Bell put in a half-hearted rare. Steadies again. Off. Good start. Grey Bell might have missed it a half length. Gala Ball bounced out in front of Zokita, seen before Gumnut Geiger, and those four were in line for a few strides, but now they sort themselves out. Gala Ball pulling, led by a length on Zokita, seen before in third place. Grey Bell is ambling up along the fence. Gumnut Geiger travelling 3 and 4 deep in the early part, and Bossy is last of the 6, but she's only 5 off the lead. In the run to the first turn, Gala Ball taken on and headed now by Gumnut Geiger. Zokita's in third place, seen before, a neck away on the outside, and the last couple of Grey Bell and Bossy coming around the first turn and approaching the crossing at the 800 mark. Gumnut Geiger pulling, and so is Gala Ball, and those horses are both fighting their riders. They're a length and a half in front of Zokita, seen before in the bright pink colours, is travelling fairly deep. Grey Bell is getting a cushy run on the fence, and 2 lengths away is Bossy at the tail of the field as they near the 600 metres mark. It's Gala Ball about a neck on Gumnut Geiger. Zokita is now going up 3 deep, seen before will make the turn 4 deep. Grey Bell is hugging the rail as they come around the corner, and Bossy is last. Into the straight, it's Gala Ball, Gumnut Geiger, Zokita, seen before as the widest runner, and Grey Bell is right behind them looking for a run, and there's not much room there at the moment. Coming over the rise, Gala Ball held together, looks to be travelling better than Gumnut Geiger, seen before putting in a dash, followed by Zokita, and Grey Bell is into the clear now, but it's taking her a long while to get going. Seen before, swept to the lead past the 200 from Gumnut Geiger and Gala Ball. Zokita and Grey Bell on the outside, can't reach them. Gumnut Geiger's coming again. Gumnut Geiger seen before. Zokita as they hit the line, seen before, kicked and has nosed Gumnut Geiger out of it. Gumnut Geiger fought back tigerously. Zokita will get third, Grey Bell fourth, only Plot at Home, followed by Gala Ball, and Bossy is last of the 6. Gee, small field, interesting race. I thought Gumnut Geiger was gone to Gowings. She was well headed by Seen.
Broadcast. Viking Orbiter ride. Thanks, Tom. Chairman of Stews, Mr. Tom Howes, passing on news that Viking Orbiter is undergoing a Viking Orbiter number 12 taken out of 1:12 Adelaide time. So, stall 4 vacant. They're now set. They're off. Huge field. 19 runners now with the scratching of Viking Orbiter. Griswold didn't jump all that quickly, and away fast Cossack Law out wide with Mint of Gold, Poison Apple, and also Finnis Gold. Going through the centre was Cora's Lady, and Takana is showing great speed near the inside to be a leader with them. Voronov is right on their hammer. Then Bayonet and Noah followed close handy then by, as they come to the home turn, San Andreas Fulton backstopped. Olima's Daughter is there. Further back in the field for Tina. New Elegance was in trouble and checked. Around them Eastwind, followed by Cora's Lady. Further back then Aki Barber. New Elegance back to second last. Shula last of all. Takana led hand pass second, and over on the outside Mint of Gold made a line of 3. Voronov is poised behind those to have the last crack at him from backstop, and further back in the field Griswold, Cossack Law, and then Finnis Gold out wide, but Mint of Gold is having a battle with hand pass. Nothing else is making ground. It's a 2-horse war. Hand pass comes back at Mint of Gold. Mint of Gold and hand pass. Mint of Gold just in front. Backstop flies when it's all over. Mint of Gold has fallen in. A neck on the line to hand pass. A close third was backstop, a big finish. Finnis Gold a nice fourth on debut. Then came San Andreas Fault, Poison Apple out wide. Inside of it the other grey Griswold, followed by Voronov, which didn't finish it off. Cossack Law, Delima's Daughter in a fair race. Then Fatina, followed by Aki Barber. Chorus Lady, Bayonet, Eastman, Shula. Well back to Canna.
Okay. Her dad is the mentor for Queenstown Kate. They're ready to go. Stand by for a start. Race 4. Line good off, they run. Patrice first to bound out with Space Region. Queenstown Kate began well. Londa Lazy, Jingle Bells going forward looking for the early leader. And Chippy's Daughter across from the outside. Settling into stride, Jingle Bells takes up the running, leads a length. Chippy's Daughter out wide, Sweet Delight behind them. Over on the inside is the grey there, Space Region, being followed by Queenstown Kate. Londa Lazy, Chow Baby racing 3 off the railer. They're followed by Tetrice, a length and a half to Sherry, and Robley Lass is last in a compact field as they race into the back. Inside the 1200 metre mark, and Jingle Bells the leader by 3/4 of a length on Chippy. Chippy's Daughter. Over on the inside, Space Regent. Londalazy moving up just behind them, followed by Sweet Delight. A length and a half then Chow Baby moving around the outside. Sherry, followed by Tetris over on the inside of Queenstown Cater. And back at the tail of the field is Robley Lass, 850 metres out. Jingle Bells, half a length Chippy's Daughter, a length further back Londalazy on the outside of Space Regent, followed further back by Sweet Delight. Then came Sherry, Chow Baby, followed by Tetris, the rail, Queenstown Kate second last, and Robley Lass is last of all. On the school side, 650 metres out, and Jingle Bells to the leader. Half a length in advance of Chippy's Daughter, a length away Londalazy. Here comes Chow Baby up on the outside, making ground. Space Regent on the rails, followed by further back Sweet Delight, Queenstown Kate. Robley Lass is hard-ridden, Sherry behind them, and Tetris last of all. Jingle Bells to the leader up to the home turn inside the final 400 metres. Londalazy on the outside. They're followed by Chippy's Daughter. Chow Baby's dropped out of it, being very hard-ridden. Space Regent behind them, looking for a run as they straighten up. Jingle Bells the leader. Got out by a length and a half in second place as Space Regent in the centre running on well, and Londalazy down the outside, and Queenstown Kate finishing on. Jingle Bells tackled quickly by Londalazy. Space Regent in the centre, put it head in front. Space Regent and Londalazy go to the post. Londalazy wins from Space Regent. It's Tetris on the inside, flying home. Might have got third, just ahead of Queenstown Kate and Robley Lass wide. Jingle Bells weakened, followed by Sweet Delight. Further back Chippy's Daughter, Chow Baby, and last of all is Sherry.
Yeah, 4.9 and a photo there. Race number 4 of Moonee Valley. Pretty close now as we take you to Tasmania.
1,600 metres the journey. They're off, and Invitation from the inside is the first out. Away nicely is Russet Royal and Vain Victor. Widest runner, Bravest Man in the early stages, but the long striding Invitation is in front, wants to over race a touch early over Vain Victor, and now Bravest Man is crossing over from the outside. Larry Cassidy on Invitation would prefer a pacemaker, and now he finds one as Bravest Man crosses and leads by a length and a half. Invitation fired right up though. He's climbing and he's got his head right up in the air. Now whipping around the outside, Kahula Way moves up to be second, and then Vain Victor, 2.5 to Calamba on the outside of In-House, and Russet Royal is last of the 7. Coming around the first turn, the pace is a little more genuine now. Bravest Man about 3/4 to Kahula Way. Invitation third, settling a little better. Vain Victor on his outside, and Calamba 3 deep as they go by the 800. In-House second last, and Russet Royal last. The leader as they race down to the 600 is Bravest Man, a length on Kahula Way. Invitation getting the run of the race third. Calamba with the bright yellow blinkers is going up 3 and 4 deep. Vain Victor's under heavy pressure, followed by In-House and Russet Royal. Coming around the turn, it's Bravest Man first into the straight over Kahula Way. Calamba on the outside. Cassidy sticking to the inside on Invitation, and there's a mile of room now as most of these leaders get out to the middle of the track. On top of the rise, Bravest Man being tackled by Invitation. In-House has burst through in the centre, and Calamba's on the extreme outside. In-House sprinted quickly and headed Invitation. Calamba is whacking away, and Russet Royal's got the last run at them. In-House in front. Russet Royal is charging to him. In-House just the leader. Russet Royal dying on his run. He didn't finish off, and In-House beat Russet Royal. Invitation third, followed by Calamba. A long gap to Bravest Man, followed by Kahula Way, and Vain Victor is last of the 7. What a weak, feeble effort, the favourite. He just pulled a little bit early, Invitation, but they quickened it about the 800, and he travelled pretty generously from there on. He got up inside the leaders, Bravest Man and Calamba. He joined them, put his head in front, but In-House came through between horses and sprinted so quickly that he went straight past Invitation and then held off a late run from Russet Royal. If ever you've seen a horse die on his run, here is a classic illustration. Now, you watch the horse on the right of screen in the striped white and dark blue striped cap. Now, that's Russet Royal. Now, watch the ground he makes up on them here. He's still about 4 lengths off the leader. In-House heads Invitation, who stopped like a great big milk drinker. Calamba with the yellow blinkers can't go on. Now, here comes Russet Royal. Now, look at the ground he's making. He is closing fast. He's still 2 lengths behind In-House. He gets to the quarters of the leader, and he says, "That'll do me." Watch him pull up now. Yeah, he's run just petered right out. Now it's 4, 3 and 1. In-House, Russet Royal and Invitation. $6.80.
Lord Grosvenor. Kashangi with it on the inside, another length to Wales. And neck the inside Innovations, one to Ride On, one to Brew Tambo, a half the outside Fiddler's Green, two to Proud Son, and 1.5 the toppy last of all Grand Scenic, the filly, and about a dozen off the lead. But they are starting to bunch a little more now as the break's going up front of the 1200 as he brings Stylish Lad back underneath him. And Zoff's Lad from 4 lengths away second now goes up to be a half 3/4, now a length in front. Third is Rasher, 1.5 away to 2, then to Appetising, 2.5 Wondermere, another couple to Lord Grosvenor and Striking Success. It's inside. 1.5 to 2 away then came on the inside Kashangi Wales around it from Fiddler's Green. Innovations. Deeper on the track, Proud Son improves. Ride On's under the stick from Brew Tambo. And last with it now taking off around them is Grand Scenic, still a dozen lengths off the lead. That leader is Zoff's Lad as they race down the side from Rasher to second. Stylish Lad now back to third. 2 or 3 lengths away Appetising from Wondermere. Lord Grosvenor called upon. 3 to Striking Success, hard at it at the moment from Proud Son. Fiddler's Green's not doing a great deal. Grand Scenic is making some headway, but still about 7 off the lead as they round the home turn, coming down towards the 400. And they were followed further back by Wales from Kashangi Innovations, Brew Tambo, and right on back to the tail. In the straight, Stylish Lad again goes to the front. Lord Grosvenor and Appetising after it. Wondermere switches back to the inside between horses. Grand Scenic is labouring away behind those trying to pick them up. Wondermere got a lovely run up on the rail and pinched a half-length break. Lord Grosvenor tries to go with it, so does Grand Scenic, and Proud Son runs on, but a lovely ride right up along the inside and the straight. It will get Wondermere home. Wondermere first, a length and a half over Proud Son. Lord Grosvenor fourth, Grand Scenic. They were followed by Stylish Lad, then Striking Success, followed by Appetising Innovations, Brew Tambo, Rasher. Further back, Fiddler's Green, Wales, followed by Kashangi, and Ride On was the last horse home.
$7.30, $2.80 for the winner, number 7, Wondermere. Now, they're moving in at the Gold Coast for race 4. One going in riderless there, and that's Kiss the Roses. It's about a 20 to 1 chance. And
Kyneton before that here at the track. And they're all set to run. Stand by for a start. Mrs. Bentley, little towie in stall 3. And away they go. My Serenic first to jump from the inside. Mrs. Bentley began well. Felix the Cat followed by Yabo and Shows On. And Raptor going fast from an outside barrier, being followed by Don't Imbibe, and French Clock is just in behind them. Golden Seraph, Carolina Moon followed by Ikalaka on the outside of El Manor, and Bradman is last as they go to the first turn, where Shows On going up on the outside takes the front running, leads a length My Serenic. Over on the outside is Raptor, being followed by Mrs. Bentley, and out wide on the track going forward is Don't Imbibe. French Clock is in behind them, a length and a half to Felix the Cat on the inside of Yaboa. Out 3 off the rail then is Bradman. 2 lengths to Golden Seraph on the outside of El Manor, being followed by Carolina Moon, and Ikalaka got back to last. 900 metres out. Shows On by a neck in advance of Raptor. A length further back, Don't Imbibe. Close behind the Mrs. Bentley. Over on the inside, My Serenic, and 3 off the rail there. French Clock followed by Bradman. Felix the Cat next on the rails, followed by Yaboa. 2 lengths away, Golden Seraph. Carolina Moon behind them, El Manor, and Ikalaka last of all as they race down with about 700 metres left to travel. Shows On the leader, being hard pressed by Raptor up on the outside. French Clock is gaining ground. My Serenic getting a nice run on the inside of Mrs. Bentley. Don't Imbibe is up in that leading group just behind the leaders, and they're followed by Carolina Moon and Bradman running on as they come up towards the home turn. 500 metres left to go. Shows On being pushed along. Raptor on the outside. Don't Imbibe laying third, being followed by My Serenic. French Clock behind the Mrs. Bentley. A gap in the field. Golden Sarah, Felix the Clock, and Felix the Cat well back in the field then as they round the home turn. Over on the outside is Bradman as they straighten up. Raptor's put his head in front of Shows On, who fights back. Not much between the pair of them. Raptor takes the lead, a neck in advance of Shows On. Don't Imbibe down the outside and finishing very fast is Golden Seraph, but Raptor is the leader. Golden Seraph flying down the outside. Golden Seraph on the outside and might have got up. Not much in it. Golden Seraph and Raptor in a tight photo ahead of Shows On, close up there with Don't Imbibe. They're followed next home by El Manor, then came Ikalaka, and back in behind them Mrs. Bentley, followed by Felix the Cat, My Serenic. Further back French Clock, followed next home in the event by Bradman, and last of all is Carolina Moon. Golden Seraph has finished very fast, and Raptor, number 12, Golden Seraph has got up right on the post. Number 12, Golden Seraph, a rank outside of $38.10, $7.70 for the place. Going on strongly in the last little bit. Raced by S.J. Gibbs, R.T. Stoper, in partnership with W.K. Steele, G.F. Wilson, R.S. Lucas, P.J. Kaloran, trained by Mark Riley at Caulfield, ridden by Brent Stanley. And storming home to just Pip Rapka on the post.
Now Blazer and Counter Strike, the two we're waiting on. Blazer's been a little erratic apparently at his few early starts in the Canberra district. He ran right off the track on one occasion, went to the outside fence. Now Blazer goes up, Counter Strike is going to be the last in, and they'll be all set and ready for dispatch. Counter Strike joins the line, and now they're set. Race 5.
John Tapp's ready to call it. Let's go to John with the favourite on the toe.
Starter ready. Okay, Ken, they're under starter's orders, ready to run. Race 5 at Royal Randwick. Starter ready now, the light flashing on top of the gates, and he'll catch them here with an ounce of luck. They're off, and Schumann on the extreme outside is away quickly. Rocky Mount is being desperately ridden in the early part to go through and join the lead. Landsighting is showing plenty of early dash, and Dragon's Return is up there with them. The widest runner, Blazer, going very fast, and gee, they're fair dinkum in the early stages. Blazer on the extreme outside takes over from Dragon's Return and Schumann. A length away, Landsighting, followed closely by Rocky Mount. Air Affair got a check and lost ground. Further back is Splendid Retreat, followed by Counter Strike and The Vagrant. Blazer crossed over and went to a clear-cut lead at the 600 mark, led by 2.5 to Schumann. In third place, Dragon's Return. A length away, Landsighting in the pink cap. Air Affair on the fence under pressure, then Splendid Retreat, followed by Rocky Mount. Well back is The Vagrant, and Counter Strike as last as they turn. Blazer's a mile in front. Blazer's got a big lead coming over the rise. He's 4 in front of Schumann, who's going after him. Landsighting's running a bit of a race on the outside. He looks the danger to the leader. Blazer feeling the pinch. Landsighting has grabbed him in a stride. Landsighting revelling in the ground as racing clear. Schumann's in second place. Can't do any better, but the Null Mayfield Smith trained Landsighting is going to win easily. Landsighting with a bit up the sleeve by 2.5 lengths to Schumann. Now Splendid Retreat will get third in front of Blazer, followed by Counter Strike and then Air Affair. The Vagrant well back, and the last couple are Rocky Mount and Dragon's Return. An impressive win to Landsighting, ridden by Daniel Beasley and trained at Hawkesbury by Noel Mayfield Smith. Landsighting to pay $3.90 and $1.40. He just revelled in the going. And
the Brittany Miss just off the speed with Alavana. Bintang midfield, Giggle Gert on the fence, drifting back Wonder Road, followed by Threadbow, Direct Attack and Prairie, and last of all is Monica. Going up to the top corner, 1,100 metres to go, and Senglow went to the lead. Zelinda second, Queen of Song third. Ganelda fourth inside, Alavana, Razor Blade travelling 3 deep. A length away, Bintang on the inside of Brittany Miss, followed by Direct Attack and then Giggle Gert. Further back, Wonder Road, Threadbow, followed by Prairie, and last of all is Monica. Down to the 800 metres mark, and Senglow made plays. Zelinda won't surrender the inside running. Queen of Song third, Ganelda fourth, and Razor Blade is fifth. A length away, Alavana, Bintang on the fence, then Direct Attack. Brittany Miss worse than midfield over the crossing, and then Giggle Gert, followed by Wonder Road, Threadbow, Prairie, and last of all is Monica. Around the bend, 4.50 to go, and Senglow the leader. Zelinda on the inside. Queen of Song is called upon, so is Razor Blade, followed by Ganelda. Giggle Gert's on the fence, followed by Alavana, and wider out is Wonder Road to the 250 metres mark. Zelinda on the fence, and Senglow led. Ganelda getting into the clear, Razor Blade, and then Queen of Song, Giggle Gert near the fence. Zelinda and Senglow together. Razor Blade out wide. Giggle Gert getting through. Zelinda in front. Razor Blade's out wide, and it's got up, I think Razor Blade. I think Razor Blade out wide's beaten Zelinda. Third might be Ganelda or Giggle Gert in front of Senglow, Brittany Miss. The next home, Threadbow, Queen of Song, Bintang, Alavana, Prairie, Direct Attack. Wonder Road's a long way back, and last Monica. Razor Blade, I think, Shane Dodd. Warry Sanders claimed them out wide. National Asset is in turn after it. Aviate is still there from Clubs of Trumps, and Manhattan is getting held up for run. Switches back inside of Aviate. Warry Sand the leader. National Asset is coming after it. National Asset and Warry Sand. National Asset wearing Warry Sand down, and National Asset has scored. About 3/4 to Warry Sand. 5 away third, Amarina. Aviate. Manhattan was a good run. Then came Akuna Matata, followed by Brinkman's Rhythm. Couldn't take advantage of that inside gap. Then came Switchmaster Persian Storm. Clubs of Trumps was wide much of the way. Then Honourable Dudley, and Headhunter weakened down the straight to finish at the tail. National Asset taking a checkered course in running, switching once or twice to get into the clear, has been too strong at the end for Warrisan and Amarina. Number 3, National Asset, is a 5-year-old bay gelding by Hewler Chief from Bellamere, raced by Jim O'Connor, who's had a good day at the races. And N. Khoury, Mrs. Margaret Yeo and Nam Seng Yong, Dwayne Dunn for David Balfour. Number 6, Warrior by Is It True, Coral Park, Paul Gatt, Peter Hayes. At number 1, Amarina by Scenic from Aptitude, Dinaziz for David Balfour as well. 1:24.70 the time, 1:24.70. Officially fourth is number 2, Aviate, has run a better race by Swooping. And the 5th number yet to be posted. There was an eye-catching run in the race too for one on the Wednesdays, a horse called Mahatma. Things really didn't go its way. It was flat-footed at the start and then got held up for a run at a crucial point in the straight. And something weaker midweeks, I think, might be in order there. At a bit of odds. 36.22 for the last 600. They've run the last 600 in 36.22. Officially 3, 6, 1 and 2 for the pick 4. No 5th posted. We'll have margin shortly.
That's a double for Dwayne Dunn there. Nice performance too. National Asset. He's a good rider, isn't he, Dwayne? He just gets them to the line and he's a very successful jockey indeed. A nice fella as well.
Standing up well. Ready for action here. So they'll soon be on their journey. Everything looks set. Attended with one on the inside. And some movement in the centre of the line by the look of it. They're all in the stalls. Should be just about ready. Some slight hold up apparently. They settle again. Malinti standing in well. It's Spring again, making a good line. Still no start here. Equal favourite, 660 for number 3 now. Hit and Run has joined the other one there, and they're off. And My Little Lucy first to begin to the outside. It's Spring again, banded out quickly away fast. Blazing Aura, Lindenark began well towards the rail. And going forward just in behind them is Malinti, being followed closely a bit further back by Hit and Run. A length and a half, My Little Lucy on the outside of Spring Hill Express. Biscay Bay a second last, and Welcome Aboard has got back to last. Blazing Aura in charge down the side, 850 outer. Leads a half length, Regencia just in behind them. Lindenark on the inside of it, Spring again. A length further away is Tycoon Princess. Flaming Roberto on the rails, Malinti's. They come down the school side, then Hit and Run. Further back to My Little Lucy, followed by Spring Hill Express behind them. Welcome Aboard and Biscay Bayers last of all. Up to the 500 metre mark they travel. Blazing Aura, half length Regencia. Moving up on the outside, it's Spring again, gaining ground, being followed by Flaming Roberto. Back along the inside looking for a run, Lindenark, and back in behind them Tycoon Princess. My Little Lucy, Malinti's a long way back, so is Hit and Run as they're making the home turn. 350 metres left to go. It's Spring again, moved up on the outside to take a slight lead with Blazing Aura, and that pair have kicked away 200 metres out, a couple of lengths to Lindenark, who's now in the clear and running on fairly well. Malinti is in behind them. It's Spring again as the leader. Halfway down the running has kicked well clear of Blazing Aura, followed by Lindenark and Malinti. But it's Spring again, races home to a good win, wins by 2 lengths to Blazing Aura. Third home probably Lindenark ahead of Malinti, and back in behind them Hit and Run. Spring Hill Express further away, followed by Biscay Bay, and back in behind them is Tycoon.
Release them and they look all set. Starter hasn't even climbed the ladder as yet. He's watching something pretty closely into the starting gates. Now he's happy. Now they're right. Ready to break. They're off. Captain Dash on the outside anticipated the start and bobbed in front, although Justin Sheehan looks as though he wants to ride the horse back a bit. Jabu is quickly sliding through, and he'll go to the lead at the end of 200 over Patu. Captain Dash in the blue and white colours is widest of all on the outside of Little Shoes, followed by Baycan Empire. Poetic Baron's getting back a bit. He's about 5 off the lead on the outside of Dr. Harry. 2 lengths away last Tina's Star. Coming to the 600 metres mark, Jabu the leader held together about 3/4 to Captain Dash, who's wide. Patu in the yellow and red colours running third, closer to the inside. Then Baycan Empire, Little Shoes, followed by Dr. Harry and Poetic Baron, and last Tina's Star. Into the straight, they're well away from the fence as they turn for home, where Jabu in the white-green cap is tackled by Patu on the inside, and Patu hit the front and is going strongly on top of the rise. Baycan Empire putting in a dash, and Poetic Baron is coming right down the outside, and he looks the danger. Patu in front, 150 out over Baycan Empire. Poetic Baron on the outside trying to reach them. Patu is fighting on tigerously. He's just in front of Baycan Empire and Poetic Baron, and Patu got there. Patu by about a half length to Baycan Empire. Ahead away third, Poetic Baron, who looked like blowing them all out but couldn't come on. Well back as Captain Dash, and then Tina's Star, Dr. Harry, followed by Little Shoes, and a long last is Jabu, which has bled. Oh, that's bad luck. Jabu has bled from both nostrils during the running of that race and will incur an automatic 3 months ban. Oh, sad sight. Tailed off and rather distressed going past the post, and blood flowing freely from both nostrils. What?
And there'll be speed to burn here. And he's got one alley. Now, up comes Laguna and Quality Kingdom. Blazing Flight is ready. We're set for action. All ready to go. Starting signal has been given, and Alan Shuck about to release them. The favourite's got the one alley. Racing now. Malagua near the inside began only fairly, but Mr. Newmarket and Can Grande, the first two to ping out, and City Hall began in a big hurry. Quality Kingdom going quickly from an outside gate. So is Laguna and Blazing Flight as they stack up around the first corner. Jewel Photon's getting a good run about 7th. Then came Sahara Z and Captive, followed by Valerina, Rodway C, City Slicker. Malagua on the fences last. 700 metres in the race to go. Quality Kingdom the outside ahead to Can Grande. Laguna third, Mr. Newmarket fourth inside. Blazing Flight and City Hall between them. Then came Jewel Photon on the inside of Sahara Z, followed by Captive, Valerina deep from Rodway C, City Slicker, and Malagua will be stone motherless last around the bend. Into the straight, 400 metres to go. Can Grande just in front of Quality Kingdom. Blazing Flight, Laguna, Mr. Newmarket. City Hall pulled out, followed by Sahara Z. Jewel Photon's looking for a run, and Malagua's going to get through in the middle. He's going to come with a rush today. Malagua inside the 200, and City Hall went up to Quality Kingdom. Malagua on the outside. City Hall and Quality Kingdom from Malagua. Quality Kingdom forward on. He's just in front of City Hall. Quality Kingdom. Quality Kingdom's beaten City Hall. Third, Malagua. Every possible hope. Then came Blazing Flight, Laguna, Jewel Photon, Can Grande, Mr. Newmarket, Sahara Z, Captive, Valerina, Rodway C, and last home City Slicker. Quality Kingdom. He arrived here at 2 a.m. on Thursday morning in a flight from Melbourne, and he's outstayed City Hall fairly squarely in the run to the post to win. And Malagua had his chance today, and he just didn't get them. He's off my list, Malagua.
There's the light. This time they step away, but it was a patchy start. Aragon Prince beaten for early speed. Shavit came out running and goes to the 1200, about a length to Respect the Raj, coming across from the outside. Yali Gold is in a nice spot, so is Exalted Miss around it, and Kahan the Grey goes up on the inside, and Escudero's off around them. Further back to Bo Curra from Touch of Fantasy in that division. So is Tripleton. Then another group behind those. Aragon Prince, Telbombo the Rail, and wider out the heavyweight, and 2 to 1 the Nickel. It's a generous pace. They go down to the 800 onto the side now, and it's Respect the Raj the outside by a half to Shavit the inside. Escudero back third. Exalted Miss is fourth on the outside, in fact shading it now on the inside. Yali Gold about a length and a half. Tripleton in the middle. Kahan, Touch of Fantasies there, and out wide Bo Curra coming to the home turn inside the 600. Aragon Prince in another trio with Telbombo, and on the Nickel the widest runner 5 lengths off the lead. Around the turn Shavit the inside. On the outside the Grey, Respect the Raj. 2 to Yali Gold, just flicked up with a stick. Touch of Fantasies getting a nice run on the inside. There goes a whip over the inside running rail, and as they race down towards the 200 metre mark, Shavit now on the outside. Yali Gold comes out with Respect the Raj and Touch of Fantasy, and Telbombo's getting a gap between them. This isn't over yet with 60 to go. Telbombo drives between them, and down the outside Aragon Prince. Aragon Prince comes with Telbombo. They go to the line. Telbombo. Aragon Prince second, third, maybe Yali Gold, fourth is Bo Curra, or it could go the other way. Respect the Raj, Touch of Fantasy, and on the Nickel. Then Tripleton followed further back by Escudero. Shavit knocked up, as mentioned, Exalted Miss out wide, and then the heavyweight, and last in Kahan. And someone dropped their whip. In fact, it's swished over the inside running rail just after they turned for home.
Good eyesight there from Ronnie. It's 4-8 in a photo there. Race number 6 at Cheltenham. Good drive to the line, as you can see there. Telbombo gets home for another good win over number 8, Aragon Prince, and we'll get third in just a moment. It's pretty tight, isn't it? The one on the outside.
They're all in. It's windy again, the inside runner. Now Les Vosrilla inclined to rear, settles again. Cerberus a bit towy. In 2. Better line. Les Vosrilla straightening and stall 4, Lord Dresden. They're off to a good start. And Alien Fella, one of the first to jump towards the inside and come with Lord Dresden in the centre, bounding out quickly towards the outside, Unfettered. And Kenwood is settling in behind them, followed by Wood Street. Coming down the straight towards the judge, Unfettered takes up the running, leads from Sergis on the inside. Les Vos Ruler in behind them, wider on the track as Lord Dresden as they race out of the straight. 3 lengths further back in the field to Wood Street. A length and a half then is Kenwood. 2 lengths away as the field starts to string out. It's Windy again, followed by Alien Fella. Soulier's over on the inside. Ernesto was well back, followed by Ice Doctor, and Larwood is last of all. And they're going hard in the lead down the back here, Unfettered. About 3 off the fence, leads the way by length to Sergris. 2.5 lengths further back as Les Vos Ruler. 5 lengths away then Lord Dresden. 3 lengths further back as Wood Street, followed by Kenwood. A length and a half Alien Fella. It's Windy again, being followed by Soulier. 2 lengths away Ernesto. Larwood second last, and Ice Doctor is last of all as they swing around the bottom turn with about 1,200 metres left to go. Unfettered cutting them along, a clear leader now by over a length in advance of Sergris. 2 lengths away Les Vos Ruler. A length and a half to Lord Dresden on the outside of Wood Street, and just in behind them Kenwood is centre fielder. It's Windy again over on the inside, followed by Alien Fella, making ground along the rail there, Soulier. Then Ernesto third last around Larwood, and last of all Ice Doctor down the side, Unfettered in charge at the 900. Led about a length in advance here in second place as Sergris eased away off the fence to go around them. Les Vos Ruler. Wood Street is next, followed by Lord Dresden. Kenwood is moving up on the outside, 2 lengths away, then it's Windy again. Then Alien Fella, Soulier's on the rails, Ernesto third last with Larwood, and Ice Doctor last of all. Down the school side, 700 metres out, and here come the challengers. Sergris the centre. Les Vos Ruler's gone up quickly. Unfettered still there on the rails, holding his posse, and Lord Dresden is deeper on the tracks. Kenwood is now being hard-ridden. Soulier back in behind them. Wood Street followed by Ernesto. It's Windy again, has dropped out of it sharply as they neared the home turn. It's Unfettered fighting on along the inside with Sergris. Lord Dresden third the outside, followed by Kenwood and Soulier, and Les Vos Ruler. They're making the home turn. Unfettered won't give any. Fights back on the inside. He's a half length to Sergris, and Lord Dresden down the outside, and Kenwood is in behind them, followed by Soulier. Now Sergris put his head in front of Unfettered. Lord Dresden, Kenwood flashing home down the outside. Soulier, a great finish coming up. Unfettered on the inside from Sergris the centre. Sergris, I think, yes, Sergris from Unfettered. Lord Dresden third, close up fourth is Kenwood, and they're followed next by Soulier. Further back in the field, Alien Fella, Ernesto. It's Windy again and Ice Doctor. Wood Street followed by Larwood and Les Vos Rulers.
To run. Race 7. Spectacular Zip in the inside gate. Just dipped the head there. Now they're right. Oh, missed the kick. Spectacular Zip dropped the head, took a backward step and missed it a couple of lengths. Misty Jude is first out and broke clear of Mountain Time. Away quickly, Great Trip. Finance in the All Ceresis cruising over from the outside gate, followed by Spectacular Zip. Cosmic Idol is back towards the tail of the field in company with Sharp Rouge. Going over the crossing at the 800 mark, Misty Jude pulling a bit, 3/4 on Mountain Time. 2.5 to Great Trip, a length and a half to Finance, a length Spectacular Zip, a length to Sharp Rouge, and a length away Cosmic Idol. Towards the turn now, 600 out, and it's Misty Jude, nearly a length on Mountain Time. Great Trip has enjoyed a nice run third. An equally good run for Finance in fourth place on the outside as they swing around the corner. Then Spectacular Zip, followed by Sharp Rouge and Cosmic Idol. Cosmic Idol is the closest to the fence as they turn for home. Coming over the rise, Misty Jude the leader, and is clear of Mountain Time. Great Trip in the centre, and they're closing quickly on the leader. Great Trip has pounced on Misty Jude. Cosmic Idol getting up on the inside of them. Finance not doing nearly enough. At the 200 mark, Great Trip and Cosmic Idol on the inside. They're fighting it out. Great Trip and Cosmic Idol. Cosmic Idol and Great Trip are coming to the line. Absolutely locked together. Great Trip did best. Great Trip about a half neck on the line to Cosmic Idol. Third's hard to line up. Sharp Rouge wide out and Spectacular Zip. Finance never got going in the straight, followed by Mountain Time and the early leader Misty Jude, weakened to run last. Oh, boy, it's hard to work them out in this sort of going, isn't it? Finance went from jogging at the 600 to flat out at the 500 and gone.
It's all in fun, the inside runner. Set, they're off and racing now. It's all in fun near the inside, got out okay but drifted back quickly. Vitaman began okay, Sunny Lane's mustering speed, so is Wah Weary. Indianapolis coming over from out wide. Now just behind the Speed Owl, Silky Oak with Broan and Perfect Bound from Fresno Canyon. Angelin in between runners, Luther Deep, it's all in fun midfield on the rails. Then he's back on track and State Crown, followed by Spying Aphasia Chatham as third last from Free Mover, and last of all is Zero Limit. to the 1700 metres mark, and Wawiri is the pacemaker in Tats Cup. Led a length over Indianapolis and about 3 lengths away Vita Man on the inside of Sunny Lane. A length away our Silky Oak in between Perfect Bound the Fence and Broan 3 deep. A length away Fresno Canyon travelling 3 wide around Angelin. It's All in Fun's got no galloping room on the fence. Luther next in the line 3 deep around. He's back on track, and State Crown, and then Spying Chatham in between runners, followed by Aphasia Free Mover, and last of all is Zero Limit. To the 1200 metres mark they run. And Wawiri is the pacemaker, 3 parts to Indianapolis. Vita Man third on the fence from Sunny Lane, and our Silky Oak travelled 3 deep. A length away Perfect Bound, getting a lovely run on the inside of Broan and Fresno Canyon. It's All in Fun as midfield on the inside of Angelin. Luther out 3 wide, then State Crown, and he's back on track, Spying 3 deep, and then came Aphasia, followed by Free Mover, and the big grey Chatham is back second last, and last of all is Zero Limit. They're down the side to the 800 metres mark. Wawiri just in front of Indianapolis. Our Silky Oak outside that pair. Vita Man fourth inside Sunny Lane, and then came Fresno Canyon. Perfect Bounds going easily on the fence. He'll need a touch of luck shortly as they go over the crossing. Broan and Luther improving. It's All on Fun on the fence, followed by Angelin. Spying going around them, and further back Free Mover, and then came he's back on track. Chatham's got 2 behind him in the straight to the 400. Wawiri tackled by Indianapolis, and our Silky Oak, Fresno Canyon. Luther cut leads from Vita Man, Spying on the outside, and then came Angelin at the 200 metres mark, and Luther under his lightweight shot to the lead. Spying in second spot, and Perfect Bound's getting a split, but it might be too late. Luther in front, Spying, Perfect Bound, and Fresno Canyon battle home, but Luther went home and won the Tats Cup. Perfect Bound and Spying in a photo for second and third, and Perfect Bound was luckless. Behind them Angelin, Fresno Canyon's close up, Wawiri. The next home State Crown, Broan, It's All in Fun, never got sighted. Sunny Lane, Indianapolis, Vita Man, Zero Limit, he's back on track. Chatham never got in the call, and then Free Mover a long way back on the field. Aphasia, and last home is our Silky Oak. Luther ridden by Jason Taylor. Under his lightweight, just scooted to the front at the 200 metres mark, and with Taylor waving his whip to the crowd when they went over the line, wins Tats Cup. $19 and $6.60. Now look at Perfect Bound. The horse in the red and yellow colours on the fence in about 5th and 6th position. He just couldn't get out, and in the meantime Luther's rattled down the middle of the track. Where's Chatham? Oh, he's back last. He's not in it. It's All in Fun, can't get in it. But at this stage, Luther sprinted to the front. Wawiri's on the fence, Indianapolis. Perfect Bound is finally getting a run, one off the fence. Fresno Canyon and Spying with the white cap is starting to run home. State Crown didn't get much room near the fence. But the momentum was up with a very fit, canny lad, 4-year-old Luther. He sprinted away, Spying momentary here in second position, and Perfect Bound only got going, luckless in the run. Fresno Canyon's run 4th, and 5th in the race will be Angelin. Now the photo coming down for second and third. 19 is second, Spying. 2 is third,
Cross towards the inside from wide out, and Waterford Road won the break for the early lead. Going after him is Corrigador. Anxiety Attack is close handy. Willie Watt the inside. Mine Gold a little wide around that first turn into the far side. Hedge slips up on the inside. Between them Prince Caliph on the outside. Lord Shiraz. 1.5 Modern King My Brighty Ritteram, followed by Bold Phoenix, and 1.5 last of all is Go With The Flow. In the Lee Stakes they slide in the far side with Waterford Road crossing to the rail to lead by nearly a length to Corrigador. Third placing Mine Gold going after them. Back on the inside Willie Watt, and then came a half-away Anxiety Attack. Prince Caliph, Hedge the inside. Lord Shiraz still 3 deep, can't get in. 1.5 further back Mine. It came on the outside Modern King, the inside Iteram in the next pair. Then came Bold Phoenix on the inside of My Brighty, and 2 away to Go With The Flow. Looks to have been a nice even pace as they move down onto the side now, where they go to the 850. Waterford Road a length and a half to the mare. Mine Gold travels up nicely second. Corrigador third, and Anxiety Attack is poised fourth. Willie Watt inside of Prince Caliph. Lord Shiraz is wide, then Modern King, and even deeper My Brighty as they bunch coming down the side. Hedges back fourth last with Iteram from Go With The Flow, and the roughie in the race Bold Phoenix has dropped out. Inside the 600 Waterford Road a half, 3/4 to Mine Gold. They're under pressure now. In third placing came Corrigador. Lord Shiraz. Modern King is next but wide. Even deeper came My Brighty as they come to the turn from Prince Caliph and Hedge and Willie Watt in the straight, and Mine Gold's after Waterford Road, and Anxiety Attack has gone to the pair of them. Corrigador can't go on. Modern King's not in the race, and down the outside Lord Shiraz. Now the leader is Anxiety Attack, Mine Golden. Lord Shiraz is chiming in with his finish. Lord Shiraz has raced up on the outside. Pat Barnes said this horse would get 1,800 metres. Spot on, Pat. Wins the John D. Lee by a half over Anxiety Attack. Third, Mine Gold from Waterford Road. Iteram, and then came Hedge Corrigador, followed by Go With The Flow. Well back Willie Watt, followed by My Bridie Modern, King Bold Phoenix, and the last one home was Prince Calaf after the running of the John D. Lee Stakes.
$5.80 and $2.30 there. The
Last of the day here. Lady Capel favourite on the tote, $4.20. And they're ready. Grand Bay down on the inside. They're off. Grand Bay jumped well near the inside. Diamond Tip began quickly. Lady Capel out pretty well, followed by Prince Belair and Checkmore. And Lost Classique over on the outside is going very fast. Settling into stride, Prince Belair is the leader by a half length to Checkmore. Over on the outside is Lost Classique, and just in behind them, Lady Capel on the outside of Grand Bay, being followed further back by Zahiro and Chili's. 2 lengths further back is Diamond Tip, a length back along the inside, Damascus Road and Red Carson. And Roy is last of all. Down the side at the 600, Prince Belair by a length to Checkmore. A length away over on the outside, Lost Classique, followed closely there by Lady Capel. Over on the rails, Grand Bay, half length further back is Chili's, followed by Zahiro, and a good long gap to Diamond Tipped as they're making the home turn. Prince Belair is the leader. A length and a half, Checkmore moving up on the outside, Lost Classique, and back in behind them, Lady Capel, followed by Grand Bay as they straighten up. Prince Belair kicked away at the top of the straight, led 2 lengths to Checkmore, and down the outside, Lost Classique and Lady Capel back behind them, and Grand Bay. Prince Belair nicely clear with 100 metres left to go. Grand Bay is storming home, but too late, and Prince Belair leads all the way and wins it. Prince Belair by a length to Grand Bay. Third, Checkmore, followed by Zahiro, Lady Capel. Next home, Lost Classique, followed by Chili's, and further back is Diamond Tip, followed by Damascus Road. Roy is second last. Red Carson has run last. Prince Belair, an all-the-way winner in the final event of the afternoon, 670 and 240. Number 11, Prince Belair.
Ride for Darren Beatman in the Summer Cup last Boxing Day. Can you believe that? Almost 6 months have gone by since Darren's final ride, and he was telling me the other day that he's put on about 2 stone in the old language. His weight has soared. Now, Galactic Valley moves up on the outside of the field. Wouldn't matter where he draws, because you know he's going to go straight out the back, Galactic Valley. Starter ready. Off in the last, and Dancehall Dame looked a slip at the start. Feet just shot from under her, and she was very slow to leave the machine. Ken Quest has bounded out in front. Heart Ruler's away smartly. Soup Kitchen is going up on the outside of those leaders. Omar Zam is next and getting along the fence, rising above, followed by Catapult. Magic is next. Dancehall Dame improving quickly after that slow start. She's gone right along the fence and has got a charmed run through. Now, you wouldn't believe that. She's going to lob in third place here in a moment, Dancehall Dame. Settling down, and Ken Quest pulling, led by a length to Heart Ruler. Dancehall Dame, after falling out of the barrier, is now up running third on the fence, followed by Soup Kitchen. Just behind those, rising above, a length away, Catapult, and then Magic and Omar Zam, and Galactic Valley is moving forward in the middle stages, followed by Ask the Waiter, and Aquazov is last in a packing field. Ken Quest is the leader at the 900 mark by a length to Heart Ruler. Dancehall Dame in third spot, followed by Soup Kitchen. Rising above is getting a nice run just off the pace. A length away, Catapult. Magic is close to the fence. Galactic Valley travelling wide, followed by Omar Zam and Ask the Waiter. 2 lengths away is Aquazov as they come to the 700 metres mark in the last, and Ken Quest is the leader. Heart Ruler second, Dancehall Dame third. Soup Kitchen is the grey, travelling 3 and 4 deep, followed by Rising Above. Galactic Valley continuing to move around the field on the outside of Catapult, and then Omar Zam, Magic and Ask the Waiter with Aquazov last as they come into the straight. Ken Quest is the leader over Heart Ruler. Ken Quest, in fact, got away from them coming over the rise, led by 2 lengths to Heart Ruler. Catapult putting in a run down the outside with Galactic Valley. Ken Quest is still in front at the 200 mark. He's holding them at the moment. Heart Ruler's in second place, desperately ridden. Dancehall Dame on the fence is running a hell of a race, but Ken Quest is still in front. He's defying them at the moment. Heart Ruler trying hard on the outside, but won't pick him up, and Ken Quest has run them off their feet to beat Heart Ruler. It looks like Dancehall Dame third, and that was a mighty run. Rising Above close up with Catapult, followed by Magic, and then Omar Zam, Ask the Waiter from Soup Kitchen and Galactic Valley, and Aquazov is